Hello everyone and welcome to Faster Than Light. This is a nice simple little game. Well, it's not really all that simple. It's simple in its basic mechanics, but I've still never beaten it despite how many times I've played it. It gets quite hard towards the end. New game. Now, as you can see, you have ships to pick from, and your goal is to get from one side of the galaxy to the other to warn of a rebel fleet that's incoming. As you progress, you'll encounter events randomly generated, you'll have to fight off enemies, make choices that may or may not end in the deaths of some of your crew members. So, we're just going to start off with a simply human crew, starting off pretty vanilla. These people though, I don't like them. Let's see. We're going to change you to Tim, Captain Tim, and we don't want to change you to male. I mean, not that I mind being a female, I'm just saying. Alright, who should my two members be? This guy is going to be in charge of weapons, so I'm going to name him Pew Pew. Lieutenant Pew Pew. You're going to be in charge of engines. So I'm going to name you Vroom Vroom. Surprised that fit. Oh, it only fit one Vroom. Alright, whatever. Let's go ahead and make the gunner a female, because I'm not against having females in my army. Advanced content. New systems, weapons, alien race, and more. Recommended for experienced players. It says experienced, meaning you've played before. Okay, we're gonna enable the advanced edition content, and we're gonna play normal. I should play easy. This is gonna be a very short series if I play normal, but fuck it. So start. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next, but get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. Tip: shield piercing. Missiles ignore shields. Use missiles to damage a powerful ship's shield system. Just remember that defense drones can shoot down missiles. Alright, that's just general information for you if you were wondering about the story. Alright, you guys are in the wrong area. There we go. You go to engines. Pew Pew and Vroom. And Captain Tim. Now, I believe you can man weapons, engines, and shields, as well as the helm, but obviously I'll be manning the helm, being captain. I don't think manning anything else does anything, but you have to keep those repaired. We have O2. If this goes out, our oxygen will drop. If this goes out, we can't heal anybody. This goes out, the doors don't work. And if this goes out, we can't see anywhere in the ship because these are the cameras. That's the basic functions of these. Now, let's turn on our two weapons here. I try to get rid of the missiles as fast as possible and just use burst lasers because I don't like the ammo counter for missiles, because if you run out of missiles, if you're relying on missiles and you run out of them, you're fucked. But whatever. We're gonna jump. First sector. Exits this way. We'll just circle around. No, let's go through the middle. Sounds like a good plan. You detect a rebel scout on an attack approach to a small refueling outpost. Their weapons are charged, but they're not firing yet. Intervene to defend the outpost. Outpost. Post. Avoid the conflict. Now, here's my first choice. Like I said, there's going to be choices in this game. You know it, I know it. Let's get right down to it, nitty gritty. We need to decide if we're going to attack this ship. Now actually, these are randomized, so it actually doesn't matter. The choice has already been made whether or not it's going to be bad for you. You could choose avoid the conflict, and they could still attack you. Or you could choose intervene to defend the outpost, and they'll fly away, or some shit like that. So, like, really the choice means nothing. The game's already decided whether or not you're going to fuck it up. So, let's defend this outpost. The rebel responds to your threat. I don't know who you are, but no one defies the rebel fleet. They move in to engage. Rebels are supposed to have a good name after Star Wars, but these ones seem like dicks. I mean, I do work for the Federation. Maybe they only seem like dicks because I am Federation. Whatever. So, right off the bat, you could pause with space. I remember that. Now, you can shoot things. Okay. Now, here's what I like to do. Missile's going to go straight for whatever, and it's going to pierce shields. So we're going to attack the shields. We're not going to make the burst laser attack anything yet, because I get 2 shots with the burst laser. Oh, 3 shots with the burst laser, which will take down one of its shields. Or if I fire it just after the missile takes down the shields, I can get 3 hits on the ship instead of 1 hit on the shield and 2 hits on the ship. So, see if this works out for us. I don't think it's going to work out for us. It's going to be too late. Okay, we're going to actually... We're not going to fire with the missile launcher until everything's ready. Alright, they're already fucking me up. Alright, so let's go for shields. And then after that, we'll go for weapons to make them defenseless. Fuck. Alright, well, at least now they can't shoot us. Oh, shit, there's a fire. Put those out, please. Alright. You can send your crew to handle situations. Now let's get the shields, please. See why I don't like missiles? Unreliable. We're going to go after the shields right after that. Because you can just kind of damage them and not actually... you can just damage the shields and not actually put them offline. So you got to hit things... You can see the weapons were yellow right there. Or orange. More like orange. The ship breaks apart and you quickly salvage what you can. I got a missile, a drone part, and scrap. The outpost hails you. The pompous bastards. I don't know why I had... I know what pompous is. I don't know what the fuck... Brain not processing things. The pompous bastards expected free service just because they defended the Federation. Defeated the Brain, why you no work? They defeated the Federation. Take this for the help. I also got an extra fuel. Oh, that's another thing, is you need fuel to jump from place to place. So I can make 15 jumps right now. And scrap is just used to upgrade and buy new items. Okay, so Vroom. Don't die, Vroom. Vroom. Alright, Vroom is going to go there. And you're going to go down there and handle the rest of that fire. Pretty good. Alright. Now Pew Pew is going to heal up real quick. Anyway. Yeah, so you can see my ship got 1 peg of damage. Oh, like I was trying to explain before this thing popped up. They can just be damaged yellow, meaning they're like working at half capacity or whatever the fuck that means. But they can also be completely taken out, which is red. And red is where you want like an actual system to be, so that way they can't use it at all. And depending on the ship, you'll need to attack different areas. Like if they're trying to escape, to warp away, you got to hit the engines so they can't build up their warp jump. If they're firing at you, take out the weapons, the shields, blah blah blah. You'll get it as we go. But let's go ahead and jump. I'm not seeing any distress calls or anything. Let's see if this gives us any better understanding of this sector. Your jump leads you to nothing but empty space. This jump beacon serves no purpose other than as a connection. Alright, well. Boring. Oh, we got a store, which okay, there's a distress beacon, which can get me goodies that I could use in the store, because right now I can already tell I don't have enough for anything decent. So let's go to the distress beacon. You locate a nearby human mining colony where an unknown disease has spread virulently. They are setting up a quarantine to contain it, but a riot has broken out. Send your crew to help control the crowds, ignore their request, and move on. Now, ignore, we'll just ignore, you'll get no reward. I could literally lose a crew member by sending them over, but we're just going to see what happens. With the visible threat of your weapons, the infected become subdued enough for you to set up a rudimentary quarantine. However, before you leave, one of your crew presents signs of infection. You have no choice but to leave them on the station in hopes that they discover a cure quickly. You leave before more crew succumb. This is going to be a short playthrough. I lost Pew Pew. And I only got 9 scrap. Well, Vroom. It's just you and me now. Vroom and Captain Tim. This game. Scans reveal a large asteroid field nearby. Short-range scanners may discover useful materials while we wait for the FTL to recharge. Explore the asteroid field? Too dangerous. We'll have to wait for the FTL to charge. You happened upon an abandoned mining station. A few mining drones were left behind and could be repurposed. So I got a drone and 16 scrap. Well, that went a lot better than the last thing I did, so hooray. Let's jump to this store. A transmission from a nearby planet indicates an outpost below which offers supplies to travelers. You send down an away party to check it out. My reading. Okay, let's see. Ooh, I have enough to buy a new crew member, which I need. Frederick. Now, the rock people are immune to fire. Movement speed is halved. Max health is increased to 150. I think I'm going to buy this crew member, or hire him. We're not buying slaves, although we can get slaves in this game, technically, but I think they just become crew members. I could automated reloader, but what else we got here? Cooldown between weapon shots is improved by 10%. That's pretty good. Allows the ship to jump to any previously visited beacon. That's also good. Oh, but I need a crew member because my fucking weapons... If you don't have somebody manning the weapons, they're not as good as the automated reloader is anyway. Okay, Frederick, welcome to the crew, and you are the new Pew Pew. Only in spirit. You will never replace Pew Pew. In my heart. Alright, so tough times in the first episode. We've already lost one crew member and replaced him with a rock monster. That's probably offensive to say. His people they're trying to get away from the monster thing, you know? Like, it's prejudice just to refer to them as monsters. Whatever. I'm sorry for my preconceived notions about rock people. The rock race. Rock race? It sounds like a good... The Rock Race. No, I was gonna say it's a good band name, but no, I don't think that would work. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please come back for the next episode. I will be playing a series of this, and if this one's too short, maybe a second series that hopefully I do better on. But until then, have a good one.